Hey, what is going on, guys? I'm not gonna lie, this was the most expecting game of all time, and I still don't know how to feel about it.
Come on, Ross. I think we're all losers here.
After yesterday marks the end of Week 11 Sunday football, and Detroit Lions had the most exciting, mistake-making clutch game of my lifetime. After the 3-minute mark of the fourth quarter, the Lions were down 14-26 to the Chicago Bears after turning over the ball 4 times all game.
Wow, what did you think was going to happen?
Jared Goff comes in after making 3 interceptions and throws an absolute dime to Jamison Williams for a touchdown pass. The Bears come back out on offense, and they decide to run the ball. They go 4 and out, giving the ball back to the Lions.
It was awesome.
David Montgomery then scores a awesome 1-yard touchdown with only 30 seconds being left on the clock. Gives the ball back to the Bears. As the Lions are up 29-26, with there only being 3 minutes left at the beginning of that drive, the Bears only need a field goal to tie it up and bring it into overtime. As you know, they still have 2 out of 3 of their timeouts. Aiden the dog Hutchinson gets a sack and a forced fumble, which led to a safety.
This guy!
And the game-winning score at 31-26.
Go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
To be made fun of all these years for losing the same way as the Bears did to us that night, it felt so good as a Lions fan. To be faced with that much adversity and to have a 98.2% chance to lose at the 3-minute mark is insane. These guys knew what they had to do after messing up, and they got the job done. Now we have the Packers next week on Thursday for Thanksgiving.
Don't mention the Green Bay Packers.
So it's a very short week to prepare. You only get 3 days. I know these guys are going to be fired up and ready to go again, though. Division games are going to be hard no matter what. I mean, it's the Bears, but it's a division game. So Green Bay is going to be by no means be easy, and I believe in these Detroit Lions fully. We just added pass rusher Bruce Irwin, so we can see where that gets us. You know, DPJ is still going to be a good addition, in my opinion. You know, we can go see him ball out. If the defense can be good all game and the offense can win the turnover battle, I have full confidence that the Lions are going to win, go 9-2 in Week 13. Now, with Monday Night Football being over, the Eagles being defeated by the Chiefs, or the Eagles defeating the Chiefs, my bad, the Lions are a definite 2 seed until the Eagles take their second loss.
Fuck!
The Lions would have to keep winning to be the first seed in mind, but with our next 6 opponents being the Packers,
Don't mention the Green Bay Packers.
Saints, Bears, Broncos, Vikings, Cowboys, and then Vikings again, I don't see a problem there unless we're talking the Cowboys, which I personally think the Lions and the Eagles are both teams that could easily overcome them. The Eagles' next opponents are the Bills, Cowboys, Giants, 49ers, Seahawks, Cardinals, and Giants for the last game. Now, I can see them only losing 3 of those games, and that's barely. Biggest chance to say I lose would be against the 49ers in Week 13. Brock Purdy and his team have been phenomenal these past couple weeks and have been finishing strong. I definitely see them being a threat in the NFC. But all the Lions need to do is just keep racking up these wins and keep their heads high in hopes in Week 12, Week 13, and just keep stacking more of them up, you know. Go Lions. You know, I hopefully, we pick up some more defensive players. I can definitely see that being a dope thing. You know, we need to make sure that we contain these quarterbacks, especially these running quarterbacks.
Coach, I'd like to tackle him right now, please.
Yes.
Because, the Lions, they're good against the run, but, you get them against a running quarterback, and I don't see them containing them as much. Alex Anzalone, in my opinion, great linebacker, okay, but he needs to be looking for the gap more. He needs to be locating the ball just a little bit more to me. Like, I can see him being on this team for a long time, but it's those little things, That's why we traded Hawkinson. I know it's, we're going defense, offense, but that's why we traded Hawkinson. He was a good blocker, but he couldn't catch. We wanted a catcher. We got Laporta, or we got Brock Wright. We had James Mitchell for a little bit. Like, we're getting this diversity at positions, okay, but that's why we have Rodrigo, though. But Rodrigo, he's been playing fullback, and he's been doing great at fullback because Jason Cabinda's been out. All right, so we're mixing things up, but I definitely want to see more run stopping at the quarterback because we run a spy, we're gonna get him, okay. But what I see a lot when we run spies, and even when we run blitzes, is we overcommit. Hutchinson does this a lot, and I'm not saying Hutchinson is a bad edge rusher at all, but I see that. I see him, just going so far on the outside. All he does is take two steps out the pocket. All right, wait, 2 steps back in the pocket. All right, and by that time, Hutchinson, he's 5 yards back fighting the guy. So you gotta be containing more. You gotta look at that pocket more. You can't be just sticking in zone the whole time waiting for something to happen. If you see Justin Fields or Lamar Jackson with that ball, and you have no one to cover, and you're just a floating guy, or if you want to go cover someone else, 15 yards down the field, you start booking it there. Okay, you could have got to that quarterback, or you could have made that decision fucking 5 seconds ago, and done it. So it's just small things like that, but it's one of the best Lions teams I've seen in my lifetime. So I can't even complain anymore. That's like my only complaint. Just play a little bit of better defense. Goff, like I said earlier, had that 3 interceptions. But I know Goff will bounce back. Goff is a good quarterback, surrounded by a good culture. And that's all you need in this league to be an all right quarterback. And I think he's better than all right. I think he's great. Patrick Mahomes, 3 interceptions to the Jets. You just gotta let them have their bad games. So that'll be it, everybody. Go Lions.